Benjamin Franklin was born 1706 in a place called Milk Street in Boston, Massachusetts, to Josiah Franklin and his second wife, Abiah Folger. Benjamin had 16 siblings and grew up along Charles River. It was recorded that his childhood was full of adventure. Every kid wanted to be associated with him. Considering the fact that adolescence is replete with a pack mentality, he was a natural leader to all the boys in his neighborhood. His father, Josiah, wanted him to attend school with the clergy, but only had enough money to send him to school for 2 years. Benjamin was enrolled in Boston Latin School, where he spent 2 years. He pulled out when his parents' resources became rather too thin to see him through his education. It was a sad moment in Benjamin's life. Dropping out of school cast a pall of sadness over him. For a long time, he would sit by the window every morning and watch other kids, boys and girls, whose parents could afford their tuition as they went to school. This left him in despair. Benjamin soon resolved not to keep dwelling on his parents' inability to fund his education. Instead, he decided to make the best of the situation. He still wanted to be an enlightened and informed individual who can hold his own amid educated people and intellects. So Benjamin took to reading. He read voraciously, consuming books on a range of subjects from politics to geography to science. He began to assist his father at work for 2 years after dropping out of school, still making out time from his busy schedule to read. The year he turned 12, he became an apprentice to his older brother James, a printer who educated him on the trade of printing. Benjamin worked so hard as an apprentice and raised some money. In 3 years, the year he turned 15, his older brother founded the New England Courant. The publication became the first genuinely independent newspaper within the colonies. Benjamin was always a supporter of freedom of speech. He began to criticize the government in his articles when his brother was incarcerated for speaking against the government. He later abandoned his apprenticeship to the chagrin of his brother. To escape his family's fury, he ran away from home. While away from home, Benjamin continued to educate himself. His hard work got him to the point where no one could tell if he never obtained a formal degree. He went on to become a great scientist, inventing lightning rod, Franklin love, and bifocals. He became a leading writer, printer, political philosopher, politician, Freemason, postmaster, scientist, inventor, humorist, civic activist, statesman, and diplomat. His theories and findings on electricity made him one of the most prominent men of his time. He was the founder of countless civil organizations, Philadelphia's fire department, and the University of Pennsylvania. The truth is, no one has control over the circumstances under which they are born. What we can control is what we make of our lives. A lot of people born into deprivation find themselves feeling dejected. Some take to committing crimes. Others use that as an excuse to evade the level of hard work and dedication required to achieve their dreams. We are all born with a purpose, and the financial conditions of our families is not enough reason to turn our backs on these purposes. Johnson Gray said, "Resolve not to be poor. Whatever you have, spend less of it. Poverty is a great enemy to human happiness. It certainly destroys liberty, and it makes some virtues impracticable and others extremely difficult. The power to succeed lies in the firmness of our resolve to do so. Success must start in the mind. Whatever situation we find ourselves, we must bear this in mind. Your resolution to succeed is the most essential raw material in the creation of success." James Baldwin said, "If we attack our problems with determination, we must succeed. Success isn't dependent on what you have or the financial strength of your family, but on your resolution to overcome it." Mariah Carey said, "Lord knows, dreams are hard to follow when there is no financial backing, but don't let anyone take your dreams away. When you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong." Benjamin Franklin was born in immense poverty, but the only ammunition he had against any obstacle to his success was his resolve to not be inhibited by his deprivation.